Welcome back to the channel. This is a banger video today. We build the
ultimate underground base.
And this is only part 1. Today we build a secret sewage system, a never themed hub. We may have also kidnapped some villagers, and the cherry on top is this world record sugarcane farm. So let's get straight into it. First things first, I need a perfect entrance place. And this is in one of my base which I built in a previous video, which you can check out below. So I dig down a little bit and find the coordinates to link them together. Obviously, to speed this up a little bit, I had to build a beacon or 3. So look at this, so much quicker already. So as we're just digging our way through, we finally will make it back to our storage system that we also built in another video. You can check out below. Now it's time to start decorating. We are going for a deep slate theme for this sewage system, starting with some stairs, going all of the way round both sides on the bottom. Then it's time to start digging the floor out for the layered glass, like so. And we got to dig it 3 wide so we can get green concrete going down the side, so obviously you don't see the stone. And because I'm an idiot, I built this beacon way too far away, so I just had to quickly destroy it up and move it closer so it actually works. That's much better. Now let's quickly just stock up on some more deep slate so we can carry on with the building. And I don't know about you guys when you play Minecraft, but as you can see here, I've only just finished the bottom stairs, even though I started digging out the middle bit. And now I'm about to start on the walls, even though I haven't finished the middle bit. I get bored. It just easy stuff, but I get very bored of it. Some people do call me Arthur because I like to leave half a job. But as you can see here, you would have thought I finished the walls, but no, I haven't. And guess what I'm going to go do now? I'm going to carry on with the middle section. That's just what I like to do. And that's what you're going to see a lot of in more of my videos. Alright, but now that the middle section is dug out, we can finally carry on with the walls, as I should have done in the first place. And finally, with that all done, we can finally put some stairs going along the top, just as another little feature. And obviously, we don't finish that just yet. We get some glowstone and start on the layered glass. And honestly, you guys will never guess what I'm about to build now, because as you can see, I'm not getting any deep slate. Instead, I'm building a cactus farm, because why not? Why can't I just finish a few stairs and a few deep slate walls in a little sewage system? I don't know. But here we go, we're building a cactus farm. This is actually because I need green dye for the green stained glass, and I didn't have any cactus. So I just built this nice, quick and easy. It's not very good, it's not very efficient, but it will do the job. It's in my spawn chunks, so it will just work away as I'm doing other stuff. Whilst we wait for the cactus to grow, we get some glowstone from our villager trader glitch, and also we get some green concrete from the sand duper. We just need these bits to finish the layered glass, and obviously I had to turn it into normal concrete with our little concrete converter here. And as you can see, I got quite a bit, which I definitely didn't need. But as you see here, we go around the edge, just so you don't see the stone through the glass. It was just another little extra that I had to do. And next up was using our cactus to make some green dye and some lime green dye, so we can get lime stained glass for the bottom layer. Then we done a middle layer of just normal green, and then the top layer was finally some more lime. And obviously, because we haven't actually finished the deep slate part of the build, which was the bit I started on, it was time to collect a bit more deep slate and eventually finish the walls, because I haven't. I don't know why. Please let me know in the comments if any of you guys do this. But as you can see here, we finished the walls, we finished the stairs, and finally we've put the slabs going along the top. And after, I don't know how long, because it's a really simple build, it's done. Next up, we needed some decoration because it looked a bit bare at the moment. So we got some cobwebs from the cave close by. A couple of stacks, you can say. Then I head over to my guardian farm because I wanted some sea lanterns to light it up a little bit. And finally, some more limestone glass because I was just doing these little window pockets of sea lanterns with some lime glass in front just to give it a just to match the floor with some cobwebs going around. Obviously, as you see, I did a little time lapse here of me just going along, adding them randomly. As we go along, just adding some more cobwebs. Try not to get stuck in this stupid fucking thing. Sorry about that. So now we can carry on with the water that runs all the way through. And these little side tunnels that come off the main sewage system, which eventually will be linked to other builds in my world, I just blocked off and put some iron bars in front, as you would in a normal sewage system. Not like any of you have actually been in one, but like I've seen in movies. And with that all done, it's time to head back to my main base and dig the actual entrance way in, because at the moment there's no actual way in on this side. So at first we just dug a hole and finally put some deep slate around with the same theme with the little window pockets, and obviously linked it all to the main structure, which I think turned out pretty good. I've just got to quickly put the green concrete round with the stained glass in the middle, and then it's all pretty much done. And just like that, as you can see when we jump in here, this is what it looks like. You come down through here, through this little walkway, if I can actually get through the water. And I think it's turned out pretty nicely. It's a nice little secret entrance way. I may even make it more secret in the future, but for now, it looks pretty good to me. Next up, I wanted an easier way to get into the base though, and a middle point, because at the moment I either have to go into my base and through and round, or I have to go all the way to the end of my storage system, and it's just a bit of a pain in the arse. So I decided to build a massive sewage pipe coming out of this wall here, this mountain, which I am eventually going to build on, so it will all blend in nicely. And then I just dig a big hole here where the water is going to go down into, which is actually going to lead into my underground base. Now that I found out where it was going to be, I could come down to one of my blocked entrances and start linking it all together. So obviously I had to find the coordinates and work out where the big hole is on the other side. Obviously it all needs to link together. That's the whole point of this sewage system. So that's exactly what I do here. Now that the tunnel and the hole is all linked together, I dig down a little bit more and I eventually go out 15 blocks in each direction and just dig out a nice big square, as this is where the main hub of this base is going to be. And just like that, the hole is dug. So after going onto my creative world and building a little nethery type base, we can see what materials we need, which is a lot of crimson and warped trees. So let's head over to the nether and round all those bits up. We also need some quartz for the stairs, so let's just quickly grab some of them up and craft the stairs up for the floor. And now we can finally start building, so sit back and enjoy. with the main hub built. And I like the colour palette. I never really used these wood. I've never actually built out of this kind of wood. I decided to mix and match the trees that actually get the wood from to the opposite colour. And I think it's all turned out quite nicely. So next up, we've gone into one direction, not the group, and started digging out some holes for where I'm going to say kidnapping. Why not? They don't want to be there. I need them there. So let's start digging out some holes where they're going to be. For the time being, I've only dug 4 holes out, and that's only because I want only 4 for now. I am going to get a librarian, a cleric, a stonemason, and the farmer villagers, as they are my 4 main ones that I actually need. And as you can see here, wow, how did I just build that so quickly? Genius. Next up, obviously, we needed some villagers over here. So I run a railway road all the way to my villager breeder, to the hole, so I could just breed up some more down there. It'll be so much easier. But you guys are not going to like what you see next. I was so careful as well. I thought I planned everything out. I can't even look. Oh, and I forgot to put water down as well. Yes, I'm an idiot. I know. I don't know what I was thinking. So I just grabbed the minecarts and tried again. See, this time I was even more careful. I trapped them in a block. Look, I checked everything. I even placed water down this time at the bottom. I weren't messing around this time. Look, I even stopped the furnace just in case it nudged in a bit more. I was so scared. I didn't want to be a murderer. Yes, I'm a kidnapper, but I didn't want to murder them. I placed the water down and everything. I fly back up. I'm ready. I have faith in myself. Oh wait, let me destroy some blocks. Give it extra room. I was being so careful. Do you think it survives though? Because I don't. Carefully trying to push it in a straight line. And how? How has it hit the one block that I didn't destroy? I've just killed 3 villagers. This was a sad day for me. 4th time lucky. Honestly, at that moment, I thought it was flying into the wall. But we'd done it. We got one down. So then we finally got the second one. And it was finally getting them to shack up and have a bit of that fun time. Whilst we wait for those guys to breed up, we collected some more deep slate. And I thought I would work on the big hole that I dug to actually get into this base. And I'm not going to keep boring you with all this builds. This video, honestly, surprisingly, took me so long to build. And please let me know in the comments if you like this more fast-paced videos with a lot more in, or I could slow them down for you. But as you can see, look, I've built the hole. You didn't want to see that. It's boring. But this is what I've got so far. And I'm quite impressed with it so far. But obviously, we can make this better. So next up, I fly up here. And let's carry on with the sewage pipe. I'm not going for anything special here. I'm just doing it out of deep slate again, keeping the theme. I didn't do any fancy decorations or anything on it. I just built a tube with some stairs around it and a bit of water coming out of the bot side. As you can see, I put these walls down just to make it look like it's supporting. It does look a bit stupid, but it's too late now. But as you can see, boom, we're done. I think it looks alright. And it's just another little entrance point for me. It's so much easier just flying straight through a hole and straight out of the hole, rather than trying to get all the way through that sewage system through the cobwebs. But yeah, so next up, let's start building these villager homes. We'll call them homes, even though they don't want to be there. But this one is going to be for the librarians. So we start with just an oak floor, and we put some bookshelves, obviously, so they can read their books. They're librarians. That's what they do. So we build the library, we put the lecterns down. We're going to have 6 librarians in this one altogether. We then oak slab the ceiling. And finally, I just put a couple of slabs with some flower pots on top, just to spice up the room a little bit more. Add in some nice colourful flowers in there with some lanterns, and finally we can get them in here, trap them in, and that is their home forever now. They are never leaving there, and I'm never going to go in there. No, I'm joking, I will be going in there, but they look like they're having fun. So next up, we start with the glass on the next one, and this one is going to be for the farmers. And surprisingly, I'm no builder. I can't build for toffee. If I want to build something, I'll usually go on Google, search up ideas, and near enough copy it. But all of this that I've done so far, and for the rest of the video, I have designed by myself. And I'm not going to lie, I'm very impressed with it. So for this one, this is for the farmer. So obviously you need a farm. And I thought about a little pond. I know that's not really farmy, but I just thought it was a little spice to it. So we start here with a little textured path with some cobblestone and some gravel and some, is that granite? I'm going to say granite. Why not? And then we go for some grass and some dirt going around the other sides. This is going to be like the flowery side. And then on the other side is where the pond is going to go with just a little bit of dirt. So now that we filled in the pond, it's time to start building the walls. So I just start putting some oak logs and some oak planks as the walls, which is quite basic. Obviously we've got this jungle log just standing up there, which is going to grow the cocoa beans on, as it is farming all together. And then we put some hay bales in the corner. Obviously we plant the crops going around the pond. We add a little fireplace with a little chair, which may or may not be a good idea because the villagers will probably kill themselves, but they haven't so far. And then obviously we had to get the villagers in there. And once they are in there, obviously we can trap them up. And I'm happy with it. I think it looks quite good personally. Let me know in the comments which one your favourite out of the 4 will be. Obviously we've still got 2 more left. But next up is the stonemasons. So obviously we need a lot of stony blocks. So like some deep slate, we have some stone bricks, etc, etc. And we start with another textured path with some cobblestone. Oh, this one's andesite. Yeah, so the other one was granite. I was correct. And some gravel and some stone. And then I've gone for a more darker theme on this one. So with the different deep slate blocks. And then I've gone for a more dark oaky kind of feel to it with some lanterns. And then we texture the walls. I then go for stone brick slabs as the ceiling. And obviously we had to get all the villagers in. Look at them, the little minions running after me. Psych, you ain't having this. But yeah, as we lead them in there, I added some more decorations, some furnaces, some minecarts, etc. Yeah, you're not going in there, mate. Unlucky. So that's this one. I think it's turned out pretty. It's a more basic one. There's not much going on in there. But I didn't really know what else to do with them. But next up is for the clerics. So for the clerics, obviously they're kind of wizardry kind of stuff. Magicians, if you want to say. So I've gone some more brighter colours. So I've gone with the nethery theme again. So I've got these warp stem logs just as the border. And then I've gone for a more quartzy kind of path to it. Well, as a path with the chisel quartz blocks. And then obviously another darker theme. I think it matches nice with the white. And then with the walls, I keep it nice and bright and colourful. So I use the sea lanterns, put some more logs, got stripes in the ceiling with some more planks. And then some little worktops just to put the brewing stands on, a little more decoration. And boom, that one's done. And as I run over here, I've realised I don't actually have enough villagers. So we're going to breed them up. And I'm not going to lie, I forgot about this until I was editing this. That's when I finally put the villagers in their hole. So another it was probably another 2 weeks after I built that, I finally finished it. But this bit now, I'm going on to the sugarcane farm. And this little video clip here, for reference, is how big I was going to build it. I was going to build this 52 by 52 blocks. So that's 52, that's 52. And what I'm about to dig here is another 52. And I don't know why I would have done that to myself, because what I'd done was difficult enough. Am I stupid? Look, I started digging it out and this weren't even halfway dug out. And I thought, what is wrong with me? Why have I done that? So I cut it down quite a bit more. I decided to go for more of a, I think it was 32 by 32, which was still perfect size, but nowhere near as big as what I was going to build it. So yeah, 32 by 32, as you can see, it's a decent size. I was happy with this, and it was a lot bloody smaller than what I was going for. So we start digging with the haste just to see how long this would take, which, of course, was going to take for ages. After going down not even 20 blocks, I decided, yeah, I'm not mining anymore. So I flew back up and grabbed some TNT because I thought there must be an easier way to do this. So I was just testing the waters here. I placed a couple of TNT in there and I thought, yeah, that was only one TNT. It's destroyed a nice little square. Obviously there's some water here, which is going to be a pain in the arse. But I placed some more down and I was happy with the results. Yes, it did destroy half of the wall there, which I do come up with a solution with in a second. But I thought, yeah, I'm not mining anymore. Because, yeah, the stone might be good with the haste too. But once I hit that deep slate... For reference, this is how deep it is to bedrock. Yeah, and that's sped up. So what I need to do is I need to put water all the way around the border. So obviously I need to dig the whole way around this, all the way to bedrock. Yeah, stupid. Nice and easy with the stone, as you can see, with the haste. But once I hit the deep slate, wow, this was mind-numbing. I think each section took me 20 minutes. That shouldn't be taking me 20 minutes. But finally, we've done it. I ain't going to bore you with that. It bored me enough. But so that's all dug out now. So what we can do is we can fly all the way back up, grab some buckets of water, and start placing them all the way around the border. And finally, it is all ready for some fun in Minecraft. I honestly can't remember the last time I've just got some TNT and blown up a fucking hole. You know, when we was all younger playing this game, we used to go in creative, spawn in stacks and stacks, build the biggest block of TNT we can build and blow it up. That's what I felt like here. I enjoyed doing this. I enjoyed blowing it up, looking down and thinking, yeah, I've done that. So, as you can see, we just run around and we blow a bunch of shit up. So, I'm going to do a little time lapse for you and hope you enjoy. But obviously that few stacks of TNT didn't last very long, so I had to go AFK up at my gunpowder farm for honestly about 5 hours. This isn't all I got, there's more in the chest. But I had to go down, make some more TNT up, and look at this cheeky guy. Just because I was AFKing your cousins, killing them for my benefit, don't mean you can come sneak up on me like this, alright? Thank you. I was just checking, make sure there was nothing else. So yeah, we grab a shulker box, we get some more gunpowder and some sand, and just build a shit ton more TNT. As you can see, we got a nice healthy amount. This ain't the best gunpowder farm, which, if you wait for part 2 of this video, that may or may not be what we are building. But yeah, so we just round up whatever we got, so we can make so much more TNT, and surprisingly, this lot still wasn't enough. But we won't worry about that because I don't show you that, because that is boring. But yeah, we got another 7 or so stacks of TNT there, maybe even more, 8, 9 stacks of TNT, and we got back to work. And after clearing the last couple of blocks which the TNT missed, we finally had a massive hole. That's what she said. Alright, now it's time to start putting this hole back together. First things first, we put the layer of glowstone down at the bottom, like so. We then come back up to the top and got rid of this water because it was pissing me off. And look how satisfying this is, just watching it all flow down like that. But the next step was getting the glass. So we got some blue stained glass and some green stained glass. And we started with the light blue glass going all the way around the bottom. You've seen this a million times, the layering of the glass. So we started with the light blue. And then we dug a little channel going through and put the lime green. And then we stacked this with green and normal blue. And then stacked it again and again and again, just switching the colours. Obviously, so it makes this foggy effect. And then, as you can see here, so that is the final product. And then what we've done was we put black concrete going all the way around the borders, just to hide the stone through the glass, if you get what I mean. It just gives it a darker, more final finish, like so. Next up was obviously placing some chests down. This is where the sugarcane is all going to come together at the end. And then we placed the hoppers. I'm obviously, like I said, I haven't planned any of this stuff. I'm building this as I go. So as you can see it later on, I do actually change the design a little bit. But yeah, we start with, you've all seen a sugarcane farm as well. You place the pistons and then you place some redstone behind it with an observer on top. And then I put some lights down, obviously to help grow and to stop mob spawning. The redstone behind like so. And that is virtually it. You put some water down, place the sugarcane, happy days. So we placed some glass in front and we just carried on building. I'm just going to speed run this because this was very repetitive, and I'm not going to lie, all of these sugarcane farms, they took me about 10 hours and I did just do it all in one day. I don't know why, don't ask me. I never usually have that much time on my hands, but I thought, fuck it, here we go. But yeah, that's the first bit done, and this is the bit that I do actually change the design of because it doesn't match what I go for. As you can see, we're placing the water down and placing the sugar cane, and I thought that was done, but it wasn't. Next up, we start on the next side, and these bits I am going to time lapse just so you can see how repetitive it is. We've gone for a more full effect, which I prefer rather than having to cut down the middle. As you can see, it's just the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, which was fun. But I thought this was this was quite funny, this bit here. So as you can see, I break the two shulker boxes and one fall down the bottom. As you can see, one's in this hopper here. But for some reason, it's like wedged into the hopper. So I'm trying to get it, but I can't get it. So, you know, I thought, oh, I'll just destroy the hopper and I'll get it. I destroyed a hopper. It's still there. And I accidentally chuck it back down, as you can see there. And I didn't realise, but it's pushed it off the edge. And I wish my reaction, I wish my mic wasn't muted. My reaction, well, to be fair, this was it. It was just silence, just staring. I didn't know I was that stupid. Luckily, it only had some concrete powder in it, which wasn't too bad. But yeah, let's carry on with these. So we build the other side up. And with that now all done, I'll save the final product till the end. So we just carry on with the little entranceway. So we keep the same theme that we've done before with the Nether kind of theme and the quartz stairs. And as you can see, now that that's all done, we've got this like awkward little bit here, which I can't really reach. And I didn't really know how to finish the top section of this. But I decided, even though I just spent the last 10 hours building sugarcane farms, I knew I had to build one more layer, which I really didn't want to do, but it had to be done. So I placed some dirt down just so I could walk around. I destroyed as high up as I can, which luckily was actually perfect to what I needed. I didn't have to go any higher, so destroy that last one, as you can see. Yeah, I need to go one more layer up. So I destroy it all out ready. I'm not even going to show you me building it because it's just another layer of the sugarcane farm, which was boring. But yeah, I just fly out here to go grab the stuff. But let's just pretend now, it's done. Wow, look at that. So that is the sugarcane farm all done. So that means this part 1 is finished. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Part 2... it's probably not going to be out anytime soon because I've got 2 more rooms to build and they're big uns. So I hope you enjoyed this time lapse. Please make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.